Hey guys, welcome back to Figure. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Today we're going to take a look at S.H.Figuarts Vegeta, and this is the old style clothing, the outfit he wore at the end of Freiza Saga. Very, very cool. I'm a big fan when it comes to like a simple character like this. I really don't like, Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan, like blue hair, red hair. It's just not my thing. I'm a little bit more old school. And I remember reading this part when I was a kid thinking it's so cool because this is where Vegeta got most character development. And on top of it, when they first announced this figure, I thought like the head sculpt was some of the best I've seen from Bandai. They just can't seem to make up their mind in terms of how they're going to design the shape of the head for Vegeta. And so far, I think this is my favorite. Let me know in the comments on what you think. And here's the left of the box, here's the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. But based on what I saw from the internet, the articulation is not as good as people want it to be because it has like interchangeable parts and stuff. So yeah, some people think this is more of like a display piece if you want to display like all this like iconic scene. But hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's not as bad as people are saying. But based on what I heard, like the torso is not very good because of the interchangeable parts, obviously. But anyways, let's check it out. And here's the figure still in there. The packaging looking really good. All the faceplates look really nice. But the body does seem a little bit blocky though. I'm a little bit worried. But anyways, let's check it out. Alright, and here we have the figure itself, and my first impression on this figure is pretty good, but there are things that I like about it and there are things that I don't. And specifically, I don't like the torso here. Because of the interchangeable parts and everything, the way they designed this, it makes the articulation a little bit limiting. This is as far as he can go, and this as back as he can bend. So yeah, this is very, very clunky for a modern S.H.Figuarts. If you're comparing it with like, I have the most recent Vegeta here, the ab crunch is night and day. Like this gives you so much range, but this is very, very clunky. But yeah, that's the only bad thing about this figure in my opinion. And I do like the head sculpt. I think this head sculpt and hair sculpt, like I mentioned earlier, is the best in the market right now for all the S.H.Figuarts they have released. I just love the shape of the head. He doesn't have any big head syndrome, and he doesn't have like flat faces like in certain angles. Like just comparing to this Super Saiyan one, the shape of this one just looks a little bit more weird. But anyways, I'm letting know in the comments on what you think. And they kept teasing this normal armor Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, and that one just never got released. They actually displayed that recently in some of the events I saw on Instagram. But anyways, let's just take a close look at the figure here. I don't think there's anything you guys haven't seen already. And let me zoom that in a little bit. Yep. So he looks good. Looks like walkout straight from the anime. And the way you change these parts is that you're able to remove these, like so. And even like the abdominal area. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, this just makes the articulation very limiting. And I don't know if I like this. Maybe they could make this a little bit smaller, perhaps. I don't know. I just feel like his body is a little bit too wide, and again, the articulation is very limiting. Anyways, let's check out the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much. You can tilt his head side to side, no problem. But I really don't like this neck design. It just gives me a little bit too much gap when you're moving around it too much. Very similar to the 24,000 power Vegeta. Yeah, I kind of wish they give us a little bit more plastic here so it hides it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. And you do have a little bit of pull-out method for the shoulder here. And you can move it around like so. We have a nice butterfly joint. Can raise them up about this much. Bicep swivel, curls, all that good jazz. Ball joint, hinge. And again, like I mentioned earlier, this is probably the worst torso I've ever seen from a Vegeta figure. So I think this is definitely the biggest turnoff for this figure. Otherwise, this figure is super amazing. The accessories looks good, and everything else looks good. Like all the head sculpt, I'm gonna show you guys later. It looks good. Kick up at this high, bend about this much, thigh swivel, ankle pivot, toe hinge, and I believe that's it for the articulation. Again, very disappointed with the torso, but it is what it is. And let's check out some accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default head. And again, I think he looks amazing here. I want to just quickly compare with the Super Saiyan one here. Yeah, he just looks way better. And the face is like not flat. If you're looking from this angle, this face looks a little bit more round, whereas this is completely flat. And we had this one for like a very, very long time. This is even like a premium color edition. So yeah, I've never been a big fan when it comes to the Vegeta face. I feel like they never got it right until this one. And next up, we have like a teeth gritting angry face when he's fighting against Vegeta. This is really cool. I like how they're adding sweats nowadays. This is a nice touch, and this is something newer. And then we get a shouting face, which looks pretty good as well. I'm not sure about the shading over here for the chin, but it's still pretty cool. And next up, we have the iconic crying face, and this is really cool. We have the sweat, we have the tears, he's frustrated. Yeah, like Bandai has really came a long way, and a lot of these like figures need this 3.0 treatment. Really, really cool. And the last one we got is a resting face. This is really, really nice. I like it. And lastly, we have 3 pairs of interchangeable hands, and those are pretty straightforward. I'll show you guys during the action posing. And then we have the interchangeable parts for this battle damage look. But again, because we want to do this, the articulation on the torso becomes a little bit weak. It is a little bit better for this battle damage one, but yeah, overall, this is just a pretty bad articulation in terms of torso. And I'd rather them make the articulation better, and you know, people can customize these themselves, right? But I guess not everybody could customize them. This is pretty cool still. And then you have like front and back, and all you do is just like, you know, take these part out, and like really easy to interchange, like so. Yeah, you can actually see like anatomy there too. Anyways, I believe that's everything, and let's check out some action posing. And for the size comparison, let us start with some Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts, and I think they look very good together. And for this particular Vegeta, they went with like a different body proportion. He is a little bit wider and a little bit shorter. I personally would prefer him to not be this wide, but it is what it is. And in my opinion, this is the best head sculpt, again, from S.H.Figuarts. And next up, we have some Naruto S.H.Figuarts, and I think this is also pretty straightforward, decent. And then we have some of my recent favorite figures. And lastly, we have some Mayfex and Figmas, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I think this figure is pretty decent for the most part. All of the interchangeable faces look really good. And again, this is the best looking hair sculpt I've seen from S.H.Figuarts Vegeta figure. Let me know in the comments on what you think, but hopefully they go with this design for the future Vegetas. And yeah, the upper body articulation is just not acceptable for modern S.H.Figuarts. Well, I shouldn't say not acceptable, but like it's not as good compared to other Vegetas. They had to make some sacrifices for the interchangeable parts and all that, but yeah, I much prefer we not have the interchangeable parts and just have this guy really nicely articulated. But anyways, that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.